snake pit in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Yellow Jackets will put toe together and we'll get started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
On target to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Intercepted in the first drive in for the pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The option look. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Browning. Fires to the middle. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
He'll take it on the return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Dances away to buy time. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, no. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff. And
I hope there's some erasable marker.
Buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Browning. They're working that left side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Browning. Pulls it in.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Rhodes. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the...
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Rhodes. Gets it out quickly. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this, he can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Time to take a shot. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gideon. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Brownings. Dumps it to the back. He's got it down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Browning. Working that left side now. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
And it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside with the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to find his man in the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Big fella moving. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
Let's go.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal?
Banner. To the line. Okay, ready?
Dropping back, it's Browning. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside the 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Lost a throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they're going to get lit up just like that.
To the air, it's Browning. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bob.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Looking for a man, it's Browning. Fires to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Here comes the heat. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. It's Gideon. Still running at the 35. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I like the run running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Kill.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Browning. He's moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Receiver comes in motion. Complete to start this drive. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Quick completion on the out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Noles head quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the grab, and this This offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision.
Will they get back? That's the straight talk one of the Straight Talk's always been the same price since they started back in 2000, and they always offer free 5G codes for new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk.
Switch to Straight Talk Wireless. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises. And that plan starts at just $25 a month.
Want to get more done with one seat? Grab balancing. Ordinary brands can't live up. One seat of value is working even when wet. You'll be the time to all that. Balancing.
Too far. Maybe. Well, that's too short not to. The Subaru Forester Hybrid. 581 miles per tank. Nothing less than extra mile. Everything we find on value is just $6. You go online. This transportation and helping get plates for just $6 every day. And comes cheap. It is a new BLT. And it comes with price. Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. What's it for? Yeah. Hot and higher. I was spending great here.
And now you find yourself looking at things cold. The birth of art is choose position neutral.
You need a good insurance when you play pickleball. Stay on your side. I think over 50 doctors that accept Medicare. Customer service is always reliable. They speak to an actual person.
Real people, real coverage. Start today at physiciansneutral.com. Physicians Neutral. Physicians Neutral. Bloody paws, dirty shoes, and endless cushioning. Your floors never stay clean. Meet Bloody Mat, ultra-absorbent microfiber mat that traps dirt instantly.
Doctors, this is a must now. My floors have never been so clean.
Just place the money mat in front of the door and you set up so much time cleaning floors. Go get one. Thank you.
Call or go to trybuddymat.com. Scan the QR code on the screen to claim your 70% off. Get your free Buddy Mat today.
She'd break her heart. She'd always give it. Her mom, her siblings, they were her sisters. And it took her 3 or 4 days to arrive today. She thought the boy should be with her since the 7th of this. You have a party, Mama? Say goodbye.
4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one splits the uprights. And we're locked up here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air, it's Browning. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And runs through another guy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get them on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Browning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. They send the tight end in motion. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Rhodes. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened.
What's wrong? You can't be talking back like that. You talking back. Your mom is trying to talk to
That's a
you.
really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them
know how.
around. Take away
Gotta
that
start
running,
at
make
least.
them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Go ahead, go get in the bed.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to help the kick around on 3rd down. From here, it will be a 59-yard attempt. Looking to throw, it's Rhodes. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I love when QBs break. And still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up, but those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. They'll toss it to the left. front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just one over Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next part.
The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Rhodes. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field.
22, kill. 6 remain on the ready.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. It's complete on the right side. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
It'll be third and long.
Let's go. Ready, set.
To the air, it's Browning. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The Yellow Jackets just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute.
Trick 9, beat.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long.
22, water.
The give to the back. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the kicker will try to add a little cushion to this late lead. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. 5-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Rhodes. Got it in the middle. It's Burns. Turns it on in midfield. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Burns. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That will put the wrap on things.